All right, so welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about semantic and non-semantic elements. All right, so to demystify this, you need to understand what is semantic. All right, semantic means meaning. Okay, that's what it means. And so when we say semantic elements, we mean elements that have a meaning to them, and non-semantic elements are elements that do not have a meaning to them. So what's this all about? Well, let me give you an example. So I'm going to start with the semantic elements, those elements that give a meaning not only to the developer but also to the browser, where you're going to display those elements. All right, so let me comment this line out, and let's say I say table. This is an element, right? You as a developer, can you guess what this is going to display in the browser? Or can you tell from the name of this element? Of course, yeah, you can tell that this is going to display some kind of a table. So it becomes a semantic element because there is a meaning to that particular element. Okay, let me go on further. Let's say form. Do you think this is a semantic element or a non-semantic element? Does this tell you what it's going to display in the browser? Well, yeah, it tells me, it's going to display some kind of a form. And so it becomes a semantic element. There is a meaning to the name of this particular element. All right, let's say footer. Do you think this is a semantic or non-semantic element as a developer? Well, yeah, a footer is going to go right at the end of any page. And so this tells me from the word itself, footer, it tells me that this is right at the end of the page, this element. And so these have semantic meaning. So we call them semantic elements. Okay, so they not only have a meaning to you as a developer, but also to the browser. This is pretty important for accessibility of web pages, because when you create web pages, you also want visually impaired people to be able to access them using what we call screen readers. And so when screen readers go through these words, it becomes easier for the person or for the user when they hear table. They know, okay, now I'm on the table section. Form, oh okay. Footer, oh okay, this is what it means. There's clarity in the meaning and the contents of that particular element. All right, let's go on to the non-semantic elements. All right, so these elements do not give you, they don't describe any meaning whatsoever. Let's say P. What would you make out of this? Can you tell what's going to be displayed by this? Unless you are told, you cannot. So this becomes a non-semantic element. Let's look at another one, div. Would you tell what's going to be displayed by this particular element? Obviously, no. You cannot unless you're told. Let's look at another one. Let's say the BR. Can you tell what's going to be displayed by this particular element? Well, no, you cannot unless you're told. Okay, so this is the difference. Non-semantic elements have no meaning whatsoever to the developer or to the browser. On the contrary, semantic elements do provide a meaning. They describe what their meaning is to the developer and to the browser. All right, so that's just a wrap up of semantic and non-semantic elements. And so for you to make your web pages or your website user-friendly, you need to wisely use these two, semantic and non-semantic elements. Okay, so you have to use best practices, to employ or to use these semantic elements. All right, so I want to thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, remember to do so. If you have any comment, please leave them in the comment section. See you in our next video. For now, I'm out. Bye-bye.